All right, so let's just roll the pedals over nicely here, doing a bit of a strength piece. So as I said, we're going from, well, a couple of you who were riding with me before, we're going from a bit of a different system for sure. So let's just get ourselves feeling those big muscle groups again. So just riding at 50% right now. Turning it over. Preferred cadence, somewhere in the 90s. Ideally. Good, little top to bottom. Think about how the body feels. So relax the face, a couple deep breaths, nice and light through the arms, elbows, hands. Thinking the other day, a little ride on my mountain bike actually, and just thinking again about slippery conditions, how important it is to feel nice and strong, engaged through your center, so you're not sloppy and tweaking your back just because something takes you by surprise. Okay, looks like we got Jill on board, Catherine, the rest of you. Eyes up, Howard. Okay, so let's just bring a little bit of load in now from easy, easy. Bring it up at this cadence wherever you've sort of gravitated to. I'm 94, 95. And let's just bring a little bit more gear in. So I'm going to have you bring it up first to your 60% number, holding the cadence. So still nice and easy, conversational kind of rate. But a little bit more push behind the pedals. And we're just going to ride at that level. Little test for yourselves. Talk to the person next to you. Try and put a few easy sentences together. Make sure that you're fully aerobic, which you would be at your 60%. Start to feel a little bit come in under the feet. And we're going to bring it up again while we're at this cadence, then drop the cadence a couple times so that we're recruiting more of our big strength muscles, because we're doing a couple of pieces here, lower strength cadence, first one in particular. So I just want you to get ready for that. Okay? All right, nice smooth circles. Are you trying any single leg on those things, Howard? That's where you really, really get aware of your punchy pedal stroke. Trying to ride with one leg on the rollers for sure. Okay, you're going to bring it up a little bit in gear, 70%, holding on to this cadence. So I know, just looking at everybody's from somewhere close-ish. All right, bring it up to 70% now. So creeping out of that easy aerobic. We're still aerobic, but we're getting closer to the upper end, holding on to the same cadence. And then we're going to start dropping it. Talked to a few girls that I'm coaching yesterday. They came up with their own little challenge they want to do this spring. There's a, not really an event, but I suppose a challenge. The Bowen Island Man, I think it is. Look it up anyway. It's riding, I think, every road on Bowen Island, which is one of our little islands just off the coast here. And a couple of apparently over 28% pitches. Try and do it in a day. So I know everybody's trying to come up with something cool to do this summer. just in case. But things are starting to roll out. Okay, we're gonna drop the cadence, 8-0. So as you're doing this, I want you just to think about the feeling. So cadence coming down. I want you to bring the gear up a little bit so that you're still seeing a 70% number or feeling that effort. You're going to be riding at 60 RPM, 70 RPM, 80 RPM. In these strength efforts, not at 70%, you're going to be riding at your 80 plus. So big, strong push when we get there. 80 cadence right now. Start to feel bigger recruitment of the glutes, quads in the downstroke, pulling up and around, hamstrings on the upstroke, hip flexors. All right, dropping it again. 70 cadence. Leg speed comes down. Bring the gear up. 70%. And as I do that, I can really feel my hamstrings, at least at the beginning, just start to kind of let me know they're there. Hi, Kira. Okay, think about letting your ankles move, pulling smoothly around the circle. We're going to bring up a little bit more gear, just at this cadence, so that we can feel that 80-ish% number before we get into it. All right, bring up the gear for me now. Hold the cadence at 70. This is where you've got strength recruitment, generating a big portion of the power. Very different feeling than when we're using a lot of leg speed. And hold on to this. Just want you to feel it. Next 30 seconds. Strong through the ball of the foot, into the pedals. Bring the shoulders down, watching that we don't start rocking because we're in a big gear. Last 10 seconds here. Good. Pulling it round. Awkwardly big gear. 3, 2, and 1. Back the gear off. I want you to come back to a good amount of leg speed. And we'll just quickly touch on what we're going to do. We're starting in a minute. You're doing three of these efforts. First one, 60 cadence, 2 minutes, and I want you at that 80% number. Big push, building strength. Those of you who've been doing squats, we're turning it into a bit of a circle here, working on that. The middle, you're going to get a reprieve. You're going to bring the leg speed up, 90 to 100 cadence, 50% though, not fully, not like this, not full recovery. Going in 25 seconds, okay? Start thinking about bringing the cadence down. I'm at 90, so I have to drop all the way to 60. It's an easy one. Pedal stroke a second. Start feeding some gear in so that you're getting towards that 80%. 5 seconds. Rest of the gear. 2, 1. Here we go. Come on. 2 minutes at the front of this. 2 minutes at the front of this. Keep yourself relaxed on the bike. Pistons. Good amount of work here. Keep your head up. Try not to hang down. Makes your body kind of heavy. We want to think up, light, in control of the gear. I'm right at 62, 63 RPM. Fine. At this rate, this RPM, it's a lot easier to talk than if we were doing the same, well, wouldn't be talking, doing the same amount of power at a much higher cadence. where the demands on your cardiovascular system are a lot higher with a high velocity. Good job, guys. Come on. Keep getting that little cue to yourself in there to relax. 45 seconds. The middle part. Going back to that active recovery. Hold on to this, guys. Come on. Big, strong circles. This is the lowest cadence we'll use in this set. Awesome job. Learning to push that gear around. 15 seconds. Awesome job. We're going to roll right into a 50%, bringing that cadence right up. In 3, 2, 1. Back the gear off. Get yourself that middle piece. Big change. 30 RPM. Bringing it right up. Quick feet. Awesome, guys. Okay, you found it. You've got this little part in the middle before we have to start slowing the leg speed down again. Just learning to use those little pieces that we find in a climb maybe. Teach our body to quickly get into recovery mode and then back to the task of the strength effort. Okay, down now. 60 RPM. Bring it down. Bring the gear in. 2 more minutes. In 3, 2, 1. Come on. Right into that big steep pitch, or you just crank the gear up to simulate doing a big strength push. Here we go. Come on. Push, push, push. 80% number. Come on. Driving with those hamstrings. Almost 30 seconds done. There's 30. Come on, guys. Eyes up. Knees tracking forward. Valuable strength. Doing it this way. We've taken out the leg speed. We're just working on pushing that big meat around. Okay? Just over 60 seconds. Come on, guys. Push, push, push. Watch those shoulders. Bring them down. Yeah. Okay. Try and keep steady. Try not to rock and roll. Okay. Good job. Coming up to our last 30 seconds. Hold it right here. Just concentrate on your feet. Legs definitely hurting. This sort of big workload. 30 seconds to go. Come on. Try and keep quiet. Push, pull. Got your last 15 seconds coming up. Little break in between. 2 minutes is going to be your break. Come on, guys. Last 10. Push, push, push. Right into our recovery. 3, 2, and 1. Back that gear up. Easy, easy. High cadence, or as high as you feel that you're optimally recovering. Good job. So, interesting. Lots of the questions, people working indoors and finding all the little nuances of things they're noticing in this controlled environment. One of the things, thinking about gearing, and I had someone the other day who is planning to do BC bike race, coaching her and talking about how she feels she's bogging down with the gear ratio she has on her mountain bike, outside. These are all things to think about this time of year. We do this strength work. We want to build our capability to push a little bit bigger gear when we need to. But if you're constantly bogged down, and you could actually, now you have more strength, you could actually be pushing a slightly easier gear with more leg speed. Some of these climbing trails, whatever it is, want to think about that. Okay. Extra challenge when you just have the one by. You have the one choice on the front, right? Okay, 70 cadence. Let's bring the gear down. Or bring the gear in, I'm sorry. 70 cadence. Same thing. 2 minutes to start. 80% in 2, 1. Come on. Big strength push again. Coming down. A lot of RPM to be here. Same wattage output, just with a little bit more turnover. Okay, almost at 30 seconds. Hold on to this. Your gear's a little light. Try and feed a bit more into it. Still at 70 cadence. We're at a low cadence and generating this big power using a lot of strength. Okay, 60 seconds almost. There you go. 60. Hold on to it right here. Push, pull. We're going to be going to that nice transition in the middle. Finding a sweet spot as quickly as we can to get ourselves some recovery. Regroup. Come on, hold that cadence. A little bit over 30. Keep it going, keep it going. Working on a steep pitch or just big gear. Thinking about smooth pedal stroke. Maintaining nice traction. If we're riding off-road, if we're riding on-road. All right, 5 seconds. Going that easy part in the middle. 2, 1, get it? 1 minute. Bring it right up. 90 cadence-ish. As soon as you find that rhythm, turning that 50% type of output, settle in, feel some recovery come in, not feeling like we're in that sog when we're pushing the big gear. Have a little drink of water. Okay, 15 seconds, bringing it down for the second half of this. Slow the leg speed down again, 70 RPM. Bringing lots of gear in to our 80%. 2, 1, here we go. Push, push, push. Slowing right down, not feeling efficient, working on getting stronger. On. Get into it, get into that feeling. Use some visuals of holding a gear, determined on a steep pitch. Some of the loose, challenging terrain we ride off-road, if you can smoothly turn a pretty big gear around, sometimes just helps you I always think it's like connecting the dots. Loose rocks rolling around. Getting your bike, willing your bike to connect them. Make them a little more rideable. Hold it right here. Come on, guys. Awesome. Just over 40 more seconds. Watch those shoulders again. Eyes up. Watching your line, looking where you want to go. Into that last 30 seconds now. Push, pull all the way. Come on. Come on. Hold on to that gear. Right through into our recovery. Coming up in just over 10 seconds. Push, push, push. All the way. Right until the road tips down. In 3, 2, back it off. Get that 2 minutes. Easy, easy. Using leg speed. One of the questions that I ask some of the athletes I work with when they're talking about changing the gear setup is, want to think about if you're putting those easier gears on the bike, can we bring the leg speed up a little bit on the same climb using that little bit easier gear, or are we just going to be going slower? But you guys have all had that feeling, I'm sure, at some point where you're looking for another gear. And, oh, I'm in the basement already. There's nowhere to go. Sometimes, if you can find a little piece where you can bring the momentum up, gear up even, for 10 seconds, 15 seconds, gear harder, and then back down, can actually feel better. This next one, in 30 seconds, is at 80 cadence. 80-80. First part, let's try and be at least 80. You can push it up to 85 and still manage to come back. Give that a try. Okay? 80 cadence, bring it down. Bring the gear in 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, 2 minutes solid. Let's really get that gear working for us. We do all that strength training. This is what we're trying to get to. Putting it on the bike. Making it work for us in the circles. 90 more seconds like this. Come on, guys. Keep it strong. Big number now. Coming up to a minute to go. Awesome. There you go. 60 seconds. Work this gear. Come on now. Quads are screaming. Hamstrings helping. We're gonna have that minute in the middle to regroup. Come on, guys. Push, push, push. Try to watch the wiggle. Try and keep it solid. 30 seconds. Come on, everyone. 30 seconds, less than. Take it right into that recovery. All right, guys, come on. Push, push, all the way. Keep it going. Almost at 5. You got it. 3, 2, Get it off. 1 minute. Recover. Recover. Awesome. Use your cadence. Get your gear off. Relax your upper body. Ready for the last part. When you're near the top of a pitch climbing trail, you know you just need to keep that pressure on a little bit longer. Working right here with a little switchback, giving us some turnover, and then we're right back into it. 10 seconds. 80 cadence. Bring the gear up. Right to your 85 if you can. Last 2 minutes, guys. Come on. Big push to the top now. Here we go. 2 minutes. I'll give you the countdowns. Come on, haul that gear around. Strong through the feet. Awesome. Bring the shoulders down. Maybe you have a friend, really strong climber, just trying to stay glued. Think of that. Talked about being someone who likes to be pulled along, even if it's just mentally, or someone who likes to control the pace. Bit of a mental game. But sometimes not having to take any responsibility and just trying to match someone else be a good way to get a lot out of yourself. 1 minute to go, guys. Come on. Don't give up on that number at all. Keep it there. Keep it there. 60 seconds. Come on, use your breathing if it helps. Look up the trail, look up the road. Look where you want to be. It's going to be 30 seconds coming up. Come on, guys. Little fierce. Your friend's picking it up a bit. Push, push, push. Right to the end. 15. Come on, guys. All the way. All the way. Keep it going. Never, never, never give up. 3, 2, and let it go. Recover, recover. Good job. Bring that gear back. Get that cadence up as quickly as you can. Get it right back up so that you're already starting on your recovery. Just at the end here, I want you to bring your gear into about that 50% range again. I'm just going to cue you up and down in cadences. So 90-95 right now. Structured leg speed just for a few minutes here. Don't want you over your 50%. Relax. Shoulders. Just the little pistons. Ticking off a tempo. You're going to come up to 100 for me. 100 cadence. Sorry, I already got there. 100 cadence. Hover right here. This one should start to be supernatural feeling. Just an easy go-to on the high side, yes, but just almost making your legs feel better. Let's push it up. 105. Not a big acceleration, just a pedal stroking a bit every 15 seconds. Think of it like that. We're going to do one more though. just touching our overreaching. Did a lot of low leg speed today. I want your legs to remember they're actually supposed to be able to nip around decently quickly from 105 to 110. Up, up. Come on, a little bit more. A little bit more. Quick feet. Just 30 seconds. Just 30 seconds. 15 more. See if you can just do this without being a big strain. Relax. Shoulders not bouncing. In 2, 1, 105. Bringing it back. Feels good. And that's high end of the optimal range. 105. 15 more seconds. Learning these. Gonna go back down to 100. A few seconds here. Bring it down to 100. 2, 1. Just easing off. Back to where we barely have to think about it. Awesome job. We'll do one more structured drop and then we'll be done. So just feeling this, paying attention to it. Not doing anything hard. Just a little training exercise. Neuromuscular. Going down to 95. There we go, 95. Pretty familiar to all of us. And just bring the gear back to whatever little you want it to be, with the legs turning around, almost against nothing. Another really good exercise. Sometimes on a downhill, just not relying on having resistance or gear behind your legs, just learning to turn your legs in circles without any help from the gear. Awesome job, everyone. Good, little short and sweet. Thinking about building that strength component. That's a wrap for our workout.